What's up, guys? Welcome to Grease Lightning Reactions. We're here for the review of Sweetness and Lightning, episode 4. So, this episode resonated with me quite a bit. We have the focus on veggies. The main problem being that Tsumugi does not like eating her vegetables, namely the green bell peppers. She doesn't even like seeing them. Peppers in general scare her, anything resembling a pepper. You know, we have Sensei working hard, trying to incorporate vegetables into the food, but, you know, he even tries putting a hamburger and putting it together with the peppers, but still no, can't get her to eat it whatsoever. And really, this speaks to me because we have a similar problem in our household. So when I was young, they went over this in the show. Everything that we ate, everyone had to eat it. And you had to finish your plate no matter what. It didn't matter what was made. No one was going to get special attention. No one was going to get a special, some special food made on the side. Everyone was going to eat whatever was cooked. And that is how it is. That's how the kids are raised. And it's like the ideal, you know, a non-picky eater. If you go to a relative's house, you don't want to be like, oh, I can't eat that. Oh, I can't eat that. Or whenever you go to a relative's house, they always, you know, you start eating and they're like, how's the food? And you gotta, if your kids go, oh, I don't like it, you know, you can't be having that. Now, later on when my sister was born, not the same. Leniency. It doesn't matter. If she doesn't like it, we'll make her something else. If she doesn't want to eat this, she gets this. You don't have to finish your food. If you don't like it, don't finish it. It's like, why? So we went over this in the show because in the daycare we see that bratty kid and his mom is talking about, you know, I feed him everything. He has to eat whatever it is that I give him. And then on the other side, it's like, oh, you know, I don't want to force them to eat anything. The thing is, I felt bad about it when I was a kid, but growing up later, those foods that I didn't like, I really like now. And I don't think if I hadn't been forced to eat those things, like if I didn't want to eat, like, lentils or something. This is something a lot of kids hate in Indian culture. And it's one of the things that's made the most. If I hadn't kept having to eat it, I feel like I wouldn't have even wanted to go near that food. I don't know. But now I really, really like it. All kinds of lentils I like. The flip side, you know, the teacher's like thinking, like, you know, if I do this for Tsumugi, like, don't have her eat this stuff, am I spoiling her? But then they bring up, you know, each family does it differently. I also think it matters if you're an only child. If you're an only child or if you're not firstborn, there's going to be leniency, for sure. So, when I was young, when I was up till about age 4, I was babied a little bit. And then when my sister was born, all bets were off. Including studies, including food, every aspect of my life. It's a little more strict, and on the other side, it wasn't as strict. So, in Tsumugi's case, they're trying to get her to eat vegetables. So, they get together, Kotori and Sensei get together, and, you know, they decide to make something. Now, I forget what the name, Gisoto, something like that. It's a baked dish, and they're going to try to hide these vegetables among the other delicious foods, so Tsumugi doesn't notice, and she starts to eat more vegetables. And it was fun. Like, each of these cooking sessions has you learn a little something, especially about parenting. One thing I really, really liked that they did was whenever Tsumugi looked like she was a little bored, they always incorporated her into the cooking. You know, they're washing vegetables. Oh, come help, we need your help. And she's like, oh yeah, I can do this. You know, she's helping out, being precious and all that. And then you get to You get to the dreaded pepper. It's a red pepper, not a green pepper, and they're smart about it. They get her familiar with the food. She's like, oh, it looks like a cup. It doesn't even look like a pepper when it's cut. And they put juice in it, actually make it like used as a cup. Get her familiar, making it like in a little event for her. They're making the sauce. They're having her cast a magic spell. Like, this is like perfect parenting. Like, this won't work on all kids, but for her, this is great. Plus, they're incorporating not only the food she doesn't like and like extra food that tastes delicious, they're also incorporating a vegetable that she really likes, which is tomatoes. It's a specific type of tomato. It's the round ones, the mini ones that you can just pop in your mouth. Those, and this whole process is working out fantastic. Sensei's learning. Kotori is learning as well. Tsumugi's happy and being incorporated into the process. Her little dance is so cute when she's like doing the magic spell, and she feels like she's done so much, and it makes the meal more delicious when you're incorporated into the process of making it. Now, it really helps that they're actually making the food properly. Even though they have run into a few problems here and there, but by the end, it looks delicious. It looks like something I'd want to eat. They're eating and eating and eating, and then Tsumugi she bites in and she gets a pepper. She's like, ugh, but she swallows it and continues eating, and then she gets a spoonful, tries to feed Sensei, and she's like, oh, is that for me? Opens his mouth, oh. You just gave me all your peppers. At least she tried. Like these are little baby steps that they're taking to make her, eat a well balanced diet, give her food that is also tasty. Vegetables is so common. Like, kids hate vegetables. Vegetables, I feel like I have vegetables with almost every meal. And it's very common that kids love meat. And if you give your kid too much of one thing, I personally do think you're spoiling them. Even though you are making them super happy, they're going to be pickier eaters when they grow up. They're going to want this, they're going to want that. They're not going to be happy having a little more variety in their meals until at least they're more grown up and appreciate a little more variety. But I feel like in the process of raising a kid, all of these things should be factored in, because you want them to not only be comfortable when they're young, but you also want to plan for the future. And just these little things help round out an individual, and I just want some. Maybe it's because I was raised a certain way. Like I said, I was raised like, you're going to eat. You're going to eat the amount we put down. You're going to eat at the times we eat at. All my friends think I'm really weird because I have set times. I have set times for everything. I wake up, I eat breakfast. At 1:30ish, I eat lunch. At 5ish, 4ish, I eat a snack. At 7:30, I eat dinner. And then immediately following dinner, maybe I'll grab a little sweet or a full dessert, and then I won't eat anything for the rest of the day. Unless I need to study, because, pro tip, if you really need to cram for like finals or something, always have a little bit of a snack on the side, because if you keep your metabolism going, it's going to keep you awake. Yeah. And I just keep nibbling on stuff whenever I'm studying. I don't know if it works for everyone, but for me, that's what works. So, this kind of thing was ingrained in me because of how I was raised. I was raised to, completely finish everything on my plate. I was taught to bring the dishes to the sink right away, and then one thing, they won't let me wash the dishes. I don't know why. They don't like when I do that, which is the opposite of the culture here. Like chores and dishes and all that stuff and cleaning, not the same in an Indian household, really. At least mine. So, all these things together, I feel like I'm in a good position because of it, but you guys may be raised differently. I don't know. Most of you probably are raised differently from the way I was. But I'd like to hear the perspective. I mean, what is the unspoken rule for food in your households? Like, are you supposed to not leave anything on your plate? Are you expected to immediately wash your own dishes? Do you take turns washing everyone's dishes, like nightly duties or something like that? The prospect of getting an allowance or like getting paid to do chores, that's completely foreign to me. So yeah, I mean, the way you raise someone, vegetables are super important, and vegetables are delicious. That's the one thing I'll say. But I don't think all kids can appreciate that because of the preferential treatment some parents show. That's my main point here. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.